What's up, guys? This is Prima and welcome to my world. I'm in my happy place. I'm wearing my happy face. LOL. So this video is about personal branding, and today we have I would say the top 5 or the foundational 5 things that every personal brand needs to have, or every artist, every business needs to have to be a legit brand and not just I got a mixtape, I'm selling stuff to the homies, I'm a band, but I'm out here hustling, but I'm not really, structured in my business foundation, structured in the content that I'm releasing and putting online. So I think these 5 things will help to add an element of, actually there might be a couple on the side just as, little freebies, but just to add a little bit of foundational structure to what you're doing as a solopreneur, entrepreneur, personal brand, business, future influencer, product creator. Whatever you're doing, you're gonna need these things. So the number one tip to have for a personal brand is buy your domain name. I don't know what it is, but a lot of people are not out there buying their own domain name. They keep the .wix.com, they keep the .bigcartel. Oh my goodness. The one thing you can do is solidify your name and buy the domain. And I know that sometimes it gets a little bit challenging, right? We go on, we find what we like, we look for that thing, and they don't have it available. The .com cost $6,000. Who knows? Whatever it is, whatever obstacle it is, keep in mind you can always do .me, .co, .org, .agency now. You can do .us. Whatever it is, however it is that you need to do it, it's fine, as long as you have a specific place where I click to that link and it's all about you, it's all about your product, and it's all about your business, right? So that's number one. The second one, which is a huge, I don't want to say huge, but I am noticing that more frequently than not that technology is an obstacle for a lot of people of color, which is really unfortunate, but I am going to say build a website. You have to have a website. I know a lot of people are just selling things through their PayPal account and social media, or a lot of people are trying to do the Shopify, but then the Shopify is the hindrance, or the Squarespace is the hindrance, because they don't know really how to build the website. It takes a long time. Then they have to pay another person to build the website, and then it becomes obstacle upon obstacle, right? And the next thing you know, 5-6 months have gone by and you could have been launched, but you're not ready because of technical hindrances. So the first thing I would suggest is getting a website. I personally build websites for clients. I use a lot of different websites. Wix, depends on how technical you are. Wix is okay. Weebly is one of my favorites because it's user-friendly, really easy. They don't have the most themes, so you may have to invest in customization. But as far as processing orders, shopping cart, cleanliness, timeliness of clicking the link and it not taking forever to load, I really prefer Weebly overall. But I also build and design websites for people and supply the hosting. So you can always roll with me. Just let me know. Go to lionsflybeauty.biz and a product list will be there. You can also check out Prima Loves and the services there. But you need a website. Which goes into my third thing, which is you need a website, you need a place for me, the customer, to go and buy your product, right? Whatever it is, easy, with my credit card, with my PayPal, let me go and buy something, because if you don't, and it takes me forever to figure it out, I'm DMing you and all that stuff, cut out the messiness, cut out the sloppiness. Once again, let's move forward and be as clear, concise, and professional as possible. The third thing is product photography. And we all kind of know this. Photography has become a big thing. Anybody with a great camera can take photos of, people, their friends, or whatever. But photography of the item and also of the product and or the service. So even your service-based products, quote unquote, they need a photo display so that you can put them in the shopping cart. So I can click on your ebook, your downloadable one sheet, whatever it is, I can click on it, still put it in the cart. So you need images for that. That's really important. And quality images, not pixelated, super blurry. I'm a makeup artist, but I use Facetune so much that my face doesn't even look clear. All my images are from Snapchat, which is super pixelated. Even though they're cute, it's different. It's a difference. So, and we can see the difference because there are so many people that are putting out high quality, great images out there that the world is your oyster, but the world is your competition also. I'm gonna see your site, it's all dark and messy and it's hard to figure out the product and all that stuff. I'd have moved on. The attention span just speeds on by and then I go to the next person, or I'm scrolling down my feed, it's not clear and concise, the link takes me to da-da-da. You know, a lot of people using the Linktree thing, which I don't mind it. Cool, but of those link options, are you sending me to clear stuff, a good clean blog, a nice website, or, you know, a list of your services? Do I know what you do and what you provide? So that's number 3, is the photography, or I'm gonna say is a logo. I know so many, I mean, I make that face because I'm like surprised, but I know so many, especially fashionistas, but so many people who have a business that don't have a logo, don't have a signature font, or, you know, it's something to be said for being clear about who you are as a personal brand. And with that consists of having a great logo. I'm going to do a sub bullet under the logo and say a signature font that you use on all your marketing material that identifies you well, and a signature color. I am all about having a signature color. Why? Because if I see your logo and it's, you know, the red dime, whatever, I'm just making this up, but I see that little red dime on the corner of your photo and I know, oh yeah, that's him or that's his quote. Even though you're posting a quote, you're still branding yourself and you're not doing it using the same old tools that everyone else is doing. I'm gonna leave two or three, how many am I gonna leave? I'll leave 2 resources, links below, for 2 websites that I use that I love a lot, that have helped me to get clear and concise images, and also to create good flyers and content and figure out what kind of logo you need. Of course, a lot of people use Fiverr for their logo, but it all starts with knowing what your brand is about. Also deciding on a color, which is kind of important, and it really does help to figure out what your brand is about, because colors have meaning, and colors evoke emotion. So when you decide a color that is relatable to what your brand is about, for example, if you decide, excuse me, I put the paper down, if you pick red and you're all about being bold and fiery, passionate, it's a love-based brand or whatever, anything that relates to those things can go with that color. You can pick green, which is one of my favorites. If you're natural, you want to represent money, nature, growth, experience, nurturing, then those are the types of colors that you want to look at. I'm going to post this video inside of my blog and do a blog post about specific brands and colors so that you can kind of see based on a scale, like a lot of brands that we know and what colors they're using, but why they're using those colors. Because it really does help for you to identify who you are as a personal brand. And I think that's super important. So the first thing we have is a domain. Second thing is a website. Excuse me. Third thing is photography. Clear, great images, clear photos. Fourth thing is a logo. And then under that logo is signature font and brand color, signature color, right? So the fifth thing, which I saved for last, is we have a lot of people who are brands or are influencers, or you have a lot to say in the digital space, post a lot of photos, but they don't have anything to sell. So some of you guys are business owners. You've created something. You make, I don't know, shea butter. That's your thing. You do essential oils. That's your thing. And you've been making it, but you just need to figure out how to get that brand online and move forward. Go to lionsfly.com/biz for a consulting call, and we can talk about how to push you forward, or at least do the call and get the ideas. But a lot of people don't even have anything to sell, which is kind of important. If you don't have anything to sell, you're just doing it for fun. Do it for fun if you are, but don't do it for fun if you're not thinking smart about it. If you're not going to, I don't know, you can use affiliate links to your favorite products, which is a great way for bloggers to make money. Or not just bloggers, but influencers. You can get your own coupon codes and then get the money back after your fan base buys that product. You don't have to worry about anything at all, but at least you're connected to something. But let's say you have your signature tea. We got to get past just selling it to friends and family, hustling. You know, we have to get into the digital space. Why? Because there are hundreds of millions of people online with social media accounts that have email addresses that are willing to buy your product, and they just don't know about it, and or when they go to try and get it, there's some obstacles there on the technological side or on the visual side, or clarity as far as what are you trying to do, sell, become in the world, to the world. So these are the top 5 ways to be legitimate in the digital space, to look great on the web, to step your business up to the next level, and to really solidify yourself as a personal brand. So if you're a personal brand and this is you, and this video has helped in any way, I would absolutely love it if you could subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite signature colors are. But top 5 ways, suggestions to be legitimate in the digital space, to boost up your personal brand, and just to come through and hit them hard with a great product launch. There they go. Domain, website, logo, signature photo, great photography, signature colors, and having something to sell. I love you guys. My name is Prima. Thank you so much for watching this video. This lighting is perfect. Be open to the growth of, this is your business, this is your brand, this is your life. But, you know, you're going to continually grow throughout it. And maybe the budget doesn't allow now, but in the next 2 months, it will. Just prepare for what you want, and these are some great tips and tools for you to prepare. And I'll leave all the links below. But if you have any questions for me, or you just want to talk personal branding, hit me a line, schedule a coaching call, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Love you guys.